A very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome you all in the ISFCP dialogue series under the aegis of IQAC, IIC, ISFCP, organized by ISF College of Pharmacy, Moga, Punjab. Today's guest and speaker, Dr. Naresh Kumar Rangra, and his title of talk is Impact of Artificial Intelligence on Pharmaceutical Industry. We welcome you, sir, in this ISFCP dialogue series, and you are requested to please proceed further. Please, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Main, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Naresh Kumar Rangra, and title for my today's talk is Impact of Artificial Intelligence on Pharmaceutical Industry. So, we will see what is the effect of artificial intelligence on the pharmaceutical industry. So first we will talk regarding the artificial intelligence. What is it? Actually, this term was coined in 1955 by engineer John McCarthy, and he defined it as a science and engineering of making intelligent machines. That means in today's world, in the field of either we talk in the engineering field, as artificial intelligence is a part of engineering field, which generally employs cutting edge ideas and creating approaches to tackle challenging problems. Okay. So next, if I talk about its history, so its history arises in the back 1800s when the one of the old scientists called Jacques de Vaucanson in 18th century, he developed a automated flute player. Uh, that flute player was actually able to play the music tracks up to the 12 times, you can say. And we can see its picture here. I have also drawn a picture. So this flute player was actually we can also say it as a digesting duct because its whole physiological system looks like a digestive system of humans. So this was shaped into this duct, and this flute player was able to play music tracks into itself. So after that, next, if I talk about uh, the next AI robot, which we can call Willy, which was created by William Gray Walter. Actually, this another robot was called as Machina Spectacularis, and it was developed in 1948. So actually, this robot was able to show how the brain works, or we can say that how the neurons or the brain cells work in a complex behavior. So I have adopted a one video of its original picture. So okay, so actually this was the original Machina Spectacularis. Actually, this was also known as Bristol's robot tortoise. This robot was shaped in a tortoise manner, and back in the early 1950s, when Dr. Gray Walter, he was actually a neurologist come robot scientist, you can say, a great pioneer of its of their age, and he, when he developed, he showed the behavior of this robot, that how a brain can function. So this video I have adopted from the YouTube source. And okay, in the next slide we will talk about the types of AIs which are used in pharmaceutical sector. Actually, there are basically two types. One is the virtual AI, that is also called as machine learning, and or we can also say it as a deep learning AI, and it is further subdivided into three types: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Supervised AIs are actually programmed with some algorithms, and we can give some commands, so they will only function according to that algorithms. And next is the unsupervised. So actually these are the unprogrammed, or not that much programmed AIs, which we have which but they have the self ability to find the patterns, or you can say the algorithm patterns. And next one is the reinforcement learning, which actually uses the sequence of rewards or punishments, you can say, to form a strategy for operation in specific problems. These are actually specified AIs which are specifically depicted to solve some specific problems. And another main classification is physical AI. So physical AIs are which we can see or in front of us. Okay. Next, we will talk about how can AI transform the pharmaceutical sector. Okay. As we know that pharmaceutical sector is a broad field. It comprises of even medical and non-medical related terms. So with the boosting of AIs, pharmaceutical sector has been streamlined and affected by artificial intelligence in numerous ways, from developing the new drugs to the approving them uh, approving them in the clinical phase to okay when the drugs come to the market. So AI plays an important role. So this is actually a okay, this is simply a diagram depicting the various sectors where AI is functioning presently. You can see from drug making to the patient counseling, even CRO industries that are contract research organizations where SOPs for drug making are validated. Even radiologists use AIs to diagnose various diseases. Researchers also use to develop new drugs or new techniques. Sorry. Even physicians use to diagnose diseases. Okay. So AI in pharmaceutical sector is basically used to identify diseases, and with the help of radiology and radiotherapies, these are the techniques. Even in pharmaceutical sector, drug discovery and development, which is the uh, main focus of the pharmaceutical sector, where drugs are discovered. Even a traditional drug takes 10 to 12 years to come into the market, but AI has cut this timeline, and now even 3 to 4 years of the time period we can discover a new drug. Even AI plays a vital role in clinical research, manufacturing improvements, and even in the marketing of the drugs. So, okay, if I talk about the artificial intelligence in medicine system, so we all are aware that even today's robots are playing a key role, or you can say a vital role in surgeries, even robotic hands, and even so many medical devices that are supervised to either cure or supervise the patients. So this is one more thing, that is artificial intelligence in traditional medicine system. Okay. So traditionally, actually, so many drugs are obtained from the traditional sector. If I talk about the plants, okay, so many drugs, even in the today's world, we procure from the medicinal plants. So in traditional medical systems, okay, the newly developed okay in the newly developed branches of traditional medicine system are chemical informatics, deep learning, even network pharmacology, bioinformatics, system biology, and even computer vision are these are the examples of AI approved techniques which can connect disease symptoms, drug targets, and chemical compositions. Okay. So if we talk about the traditional medicine system, so back in the Biosynergy Research Center, this is a situated in Daejeon, South Korea. They have recently developed a system, or you can say AI system, that is CODA, that stands for Context Oriented Directed Associations. It is a kind of software which actually has drawn our attention to towards the biotechnology sector. Actually, this software detects the therapeutic potential of chemical compounds which are found in the traditional medicines. So one of this example is Samuel Tang. It is actually a combination of extracts from own ancient herbs or plants, which is used to treat blood-related disorders such as anemia. So this work was guided by a comprehensive account of Korea's medical research heritage system, which is a 400-year-old book That book was named as Dongvoi Bongon. Actually, uh, this software was programmed with this book's contents, and so that it was able to detect the therapeutic potential of previously used plants. So, if we next talk about the recent AI adoption to the various MNCs, even in today's world, Novartis, IBM, GSK, these all are participating. These are all the multi-level national companies which are participating in the AI adopted programs. For example, if I say Novartis is using AI to predict untested components which researchers use to explore new drugs or new courses. Even IBM is aiding to match patients with its drug trials. GSK GlaxoSmithKline, it is improving the drug discovery process. It has so many programs running today that is helping to minimize the drug discovery process so that drug can come in the market in the short time. Even Merck, Millier, Bayer's company, it is also using AI algorithms to identify pulmonary hypertensions. And AstraZeneca, it is also helping patients with the automated counseling. Even Genomics, it is also MNC company which is using artificial intelligence to forecast new therapies that could affect ALS and Alzheimer patients. ALS is actually a neurological disorder. It is also termed as the amyotrophic lateral sclerosis disease. It is a neurological degradation disease. Okay. Next comes the advantages of AI technology. Okay. So AI generally has so many advantages. It even minimizes the errors. है ना? Even the difficult actions or programs can be simplified. Okay, it can be applied in daily basis. Okay, and it digitally assists, and we can take from it repetitive tasks. It is also used in medical uses, and it doesn't take breaks just like we humans do, and it increases the technological growth rate, and above all, it doesn't have any risk factors. It also acts as a aid, and it doesn't define has a time defined, that is it has a limitless function. Okay. And if I talk about the disadvantages of AI technology, okay, so there is a one saying or some lines were said by the great scientist Stephen Hawking. So he said it could be the best thing to happen to our society or the worst. That means he is saying that AI can be the okay, one of the best thing that science has contributed to our society. Or if I talk about its a negative effect, then it can go the in the worst situations. So next we talk about the disadvantages. Okay, one of the major disadvantages is that it is a very expensive system. Not all can afford, not, and of course it is no replicating humans, and it just cannot copy just like the humans, and no improvement with experience. Just like we humans do, we gain experience, and we improve ourselves with the experience. But AIs are only programs, and no original creativity. Of course, it cannot mimic the human behavior. And another, this is also an emerging drawback, or you can say disadvantage, unemployment, because it has already cutted so many jobs. Because whatever AI tools can perform, humans can perform, but it takes a time. So at the last, we can conclude that with some lines said by Elon Musk, AI is far more dangerous than nukes so far. Okay. So artificial intelligence, he has compared this to the nukes, that is nuclear weapons, that it is too much dangerous than the nuclear weapons. Okay. As anyone can do anything if they have synthetic RNA or DNA, It's like a computer program. With little effort, they can stop aging as well. Of course, uh, AI has good good impacts too. Even if it is trained in a or programmed in a well manner, it can perform whatever task it is assigned in a limited manner. And there is a lot more thing that we can do with the AI. It's true that AI has dangerous effects, but with proper regulatory guidelines, we can make the AI so much useful for the betterment of our lives. So let's make the world beautiful as well as advanced, not only for this generation, but also for our future generation. With this, I
Thank you,
would like to
Dr.
thank Dr. Mayank
Thank you,
for
Dr. Rangra.
giving this
You
opportunity.
can please turn off your slideshow. Yes. So we are very thankful, Dr. Rangra, for his wonderful talk and his experience and enlightenment on this topic. If you have any query, please inbox in YouTube chat box and visit our website www.isfcp.org. We again welcome Dr. Naresh Rangra. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.